Ladies and gentlemen, Wizards of the Coast have finally stepped up to save Magic the Gathering, or at least one format. After many years of unanswered emails, unread shitposts, and unsuccessful witch hexes, they have finally listened to me and banned Karn. Chrome Dome Mr. Clean down there is the pillar of a deck known as Mono Green Tron, a very powerful deck which, thanks to Karn, has been able to maintain an absolute stranglehold on the meta with a staggering win rate of 43%. Randy, why'd we ban this card? It looks like dog shit. To understand why Karn needed to go, you need to understand two very important concepts. First, his baldness, and second, his place in the meta. The first is self-explanatory, and the second is that Karn was never here to be our champion. Karn is here to be a more annoying gatekeeper than a manga-only One Piece fan. He doesn't have the decency to be able to consistently win games. No, all Karn has the ability to do consistently is take certain decks and put them in a tactical position known in the competitive scene as dumb baby jail, making them completely unplayable against Mono Green Tron and therefore locking them out of the meta as a whole, no matter what their matchups against other decks are like. Some of this is due to Karn's long-standing rule of no phones at the dinner table, but let's face it, the artifact players deserve it. The real trouble comes in with Karn's -2 ability, which allows you to fetch an artifact from your sideboard. Your sideboard is a collection of 15 cards that you normally only have access to in between games. You can think of them as your backup roster or music you'd only listen to at the gym. You swap them in and out in between games to counter particularly troublesome matchups, and in many cases, you might allocate 3 or 4 sideboard slots to multiple copies of one card that really helps you out to make sure that you draw it in the games that you need to. Which cards you put into your sideboard in the first place, how many copies of each card you bring, and how you swap them in and out of your deck is a huge part of the competitive meta and how you express your skill as a pilot, to which the Karn players have said, "Gimme that one now." That's right, a strategy that has failed countless 8-year-olds on Christmas Eve has been allowed to define the reality of 30-year-olds with too much disposable income for years. And while foregoing tactics completely in favor of being spoon-fed your win makes Karn fit in very well with a mono green deck, it has been absolutely devastating to the diversity of the overall format. Think about it this way. If you have a deck in Pioneer that can be countered by any artifact in the format, all the Karn player has to do is bring one copy of this card in their sideboard, and then the 4 copies of Karn in their deck represent 4 different opportunities to grab that one silver bullet and insert it directly into your dick hole. So now, with Karn gone, decks that previously couldn't compete with the power of being able to freely manifest cards that read "fuck you" in particular can flourish, cope, and seize with the rest of us. And if you meet a Mono Green Tron player who's upset about the ban, maybe suggest to them they play something that requires a little bit more pilot skill, like this new Discover combo with Geological Appraisal. What do you mean they banned that already?